Welcome to this explosive breakdown of one of the most shocking moments in daytime television history. Imagine the glitz and glamour of The View, that iconic round table where the queens of chatter dissect everything from politics to pop culture, suddenly erupting into a firestorm that leaves even the most seasoned viewers gasping for air. Today, we're diving deep into the unbelievable drama that unfolded when the legendary queen of funk, Chaka Khan, graced the stage only to be unceremoniously kicked off after a blistering argument with the fiery Joy Behar. It was a clash of titans. Chaka, with her soul-stirring voice and unapologetic swagger, representing the raw power of black excellence and resilience, versus Joy, the sharp-tongued veteran who's never shied away from a verbal spar. What started as a seemingly light-hearted chat about Chaka's illustrious career spiraled into a heated debate on respect, representation, and the pitfalls of live TV banter gone wrong. Picture the studio lights beaming down on the Hot Topics table, the audience buzzing with anticipation as Chaka, dressed in a vibrant ensemble that screamed 70s soul revival, settles into her guest seat. Whoopi Goldberg, ever the gracious moderator, kicks things off with praise for Chaka's timeless hits like I'm Every Woman and Tell Me Something Good. Drawing cheers from the crowd, Sunny Hostin chimes in with questions about Chaka's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and for a moment, it's all harmony laughter echoing as Chaka shares anecdotes from her wild days touring with Rufus. But then Joy Behar, with her signature New York edge, leans in with what she probably thought was a playful jab. Chaka, honey, you've got more attitude than a diva on a bad hair day. How do you keep the fire without burning bridges? The audience chuckles nervously, but Chaka's eyes narrow. She's no stranger to being tokenized or underestimated, especially as a black woman in an industry that often reduces legends to punchlines. What follows is a masterclass in escalating tension, as Chaka fires back. Joy, attitude, that's what got me here. Surviving folks like you who think a quit makes you woke. The studio falls silent, the co-hosts exchanging glances, and just like that, the gloves are off. This wasn't just a spat, it was a reckoning, exposing the undercurrents of generational divides, racial insensitivities, and the high-stakes pressure of unscripted television. As the argument intensifies, with Joy doubling down on her just joking defense and Chaka demanding genuine accountability, producers scramble behind the scenes, whispers of commercial breaks turning into frantic calls to security. By the time the dust settles, or rather, when Chaka storms off stage mid-segment, the internet is ablaze. Hashtags like #Chaka vs Joy and #View Gone Wild trending worldwide. But to truly understand this meltdown, we have to rewind to the build-up, the subtle cues that hinted at trouble brewing long before the cameras rolled. Chaka Khan, born Yvette Marie Stevens in Chicago's South Side, rose from a troubled youth, running away at 13, joining the Black Panther Party, and channeling that revolutionary spirit into her music to become a 10-time Grammy winner whose voice has soundtracked empowerment for decades. Her 2023 Rock Hall induction was a triumphant return, but offstage, she's been vocal about mental health struggles, addiction battles, and the music industry's exploitative vulnerability, particularly for women of color. Entering the View studio that fateful October morning in 2025, Chaka was there to promote her memoir, My Life in Song, Funk, Fire, and Freedom, a raw tell-all blending lyrics with life lessons. The book had already sparked buzz, with excerpts revealing her disdain for performative allyship in Hollywood, a timely fodder for a show like The View, known for its progressive posturing but not immune to blind spots. Joy Behar, at 83, the eldest and often the edgiest of the co-hosts, has built a career on unfiltered opinions. From her early days as a stand-up comic to helming The View since its 1997 launch, she's weathered controversies like her 2018 comments on Mike Pence's faith that nearly cost her the gig. But her humor, laced with sarcasm, has always been her armor. Yet, critics argue Joy's style sometimes veers into insensitivity, especially when intersecting with race or age, as seen in past dust-ups with guests like Roseanne Barr or Meghan McCain. On this day, the panel was stacked. Whoopi, the EGOT anchor Sunny Hostin, the legal eagle with a focus on social justice Sarah Haynes, the relatable mom Melissa Fair Griffin, the conservative voice and Anna Navarro, The fiery Republican turned Democrat guest host weight was light, but Chaka's presence promised sparks. As the segment begins, the energy is electric. Applause thunders as Chaka enters, hugging each host with that signature warmth masking her steel resolve. Whippy starts strong. "Chaka, sister, your voice is eternal. Tell us, what's the secret to staying fierce after all these years?" Chaka laughs, launching into a story about her recent wellness retreat in Bali, emphasizing self-care as rebellion against industry burnout. The audience eats it up, nodding along to her wisdom on aging gracefully in a youth-obsessed world. Sunny pivots to the memoir, probing Chaka's experiences with misogyny in Funk's male-dominated scene. "You paved the way for Beyond K. Copyright, for Litzoa. How did it feel being the blueprint?" Chaka's response is poetic, quoting her own lyrics. "I was every woman, but they tried to make me invisible." Enter Joy, sipping her coffee, quipping, "Invisible, girl, with those pipes, you're louder than a subway during rush hour." Laughter ripples, but Chaka pauses, sensing the undertone. "Loud, that's code for too much, isn't it, Joy?" Black women have heard that one before. The shift is palpable. What was banter now teeters on confrontation. Joy, flustered but defiant, retorts, "Oh, come on, it's a compliment. Lighten up. It's TV, not a TED Talk." And there it is, the spark that ignites the inferno. Chaka leans forward, her voice steady but laced with fire. "Lighten up." That's what they told Fannie Lou Hamer, told Aretha. "I'm here to talk truth, not play punchline." The co-hosts freeze. Whoopi tries to interject with a gentle "Ladies, let's keep it funky," but Joy, heat rising in her cheeks, snaps, "Truth? Your book's full of grudges and maybe that's why you're solo now, not with Rufus anymore." It's a low blow, dredging up Chaka's 1970s band breakup amid creative clashes, and Chaka's face hardens. "Grudges? Try survival, Joy. You sit here judging from your cushy chair, but I've fought for every note while folks like you profited off our pain." The audience murmurs, some applauding Chaka's clapback, others shifting uncomfortably. Producers signal for a break, but Joy, in full debate mode, waves them off. "Profited? Honey, I fought for women's voices before you hit puberty. Don't lecture me on pain." Chaka stands, mic in hand like a weapon, "Then act like it. Apologize, or I'm out." Joy scoffs, "Apologize for what? Comedy?" That's when security edges closer, and in a blur of motion, Chaka exits stage left, the door slamming behind her as stunned silence engulfs the set. What just happened? In the annals of talk show lore, walk-offs aren't new. I think Goldberg and Behar storming off during the 2010 Bill O'Reilly Ground Zero Mosque debate, but this felt personal, visceral, a collision of icons where no one backed down. Social media erupts instantly. TikToks remix Chaka's retorts with her hits, Twitter threads dissect Joy's comedy defense, and Instagram lives from fans demand accountability. ABC issues a tepid statement. Tensions ran high in a passionate discussion. "We value all voices," but behind closed doors, whispers of lawsuits and sponsor pullouts swirl. Chaka, from her LA hotel, posts a cryptic Insta story. "Truth hurts more than silence. Stay real, Queens." Joy, on the next show, brushes it off as misunderstood mirth, but her eyes betray the sting. This incident isn't isolated. It's symptomatic of broader fractures in media where hot topics too often skim the surface of systemic issues, leaving guests like Chaka, who've lived the struggle, feeling dismissed. As we peel back the layers, consider Chaka's trajectory, from Chicago's Englewood neighborhood, where gospel choirs ignited her passion, to Prince penning "I Feel For You." Her career has been a testament to reinvention. Yet, each comeback is sobriety. In the 90s, a 2016 reality TV stunt comes with scrutiny, her diva label a double-edged sword. On The View, she sought to humanize that narrative, sharing how therapy and grandkids grounded her post-fame chaos. Joy, conversely, embodies the boomer feminist archetype, pioneering but sometimes stuck in 80s punch-up humor that doesn't always land in 2025's nuance era. Their clash echoes larger debates. Can comedy critique power without punching down? Is The View a safe space or a spectacle? As clips go viral at Chaka's mic drop edited to "Ain't Nobody," Joy's retort looped with laugh tracks as the conversation expands. Fans rally for Chaka, citing past slights like the 2023 Grammys snub of her collaborators. Detractors label her oversensitive, ignoring context. Celebrities weigh in. Questlove tweets, Chaka's every womana respect or exit, while Whoopi, in a solo segment, reflects, we forgot, words are weapons. The fallout ripples, ratings spike 30%, proving controversy sells. But at what cost? Chaka's book sales soar, her tour dates sell out, turning lemons into soulful lemonade. Joy faces internal heat, with ABC execs surging sensitivity training, a band-aid on a bullet wound. Yet, in this mess, silver linings gleam, sparking dialogues on intergenerational feminism, where boomers pass the mic, not monopolize it. Imagine if Joy had paused, listened. Chaka, share more on that pain. The segment could have elevated, not evaporated. Instead, we got a teachable moment in real time, raw and unfiltered. As the week unfolds, Chaka appears on the Tamron Hall show, unpacking the walkout with grace. I left to honor my worth and not hate, but boundaries. Joy, cornered in a podcast, admits, maybe I crossed a line. Humor's tricky. Reconciliation rumors swirl. A joint apology special? But for now, the divide stands, a mirror to America's polarized pulse. This drama underscores TV's power, to provoke, to heal, or to harm. In Chaka's words from her memoir, funk is freedom. Dance through the fire, but don't get burned. And oh, did the flames flicker high that day. Fast forward to the heart of the storm, that pivotal exchange where words flew faster than funk basslines, turning the view into a verbal coliseum. It's 10:15 a.m., mid-segment, the audience still riding the high from Chaka's a cappella tease of Through the Fire. Whoopi's transitioning smoothly. Chaka, your memoirs got us all reflecting. Now what's one lesson from the road you'd give young artists today? Chaka, animated, gestures broadly, authenticity. Darlings, don't let the suits dim your light. I learned that clashing with labels over royalties, fighting for my masters like Prince taught me. Nods all around. Sarah Haynes gushes, that's gold. My kids need that vibe. Then Joy, twirling her necklace, interjects with what she later calls harmless spice, authenticity. Chaka, you once said you'd punch a fan for throwing panties on stage. Yeah, is that authentic or just assault? The line lands flat. Crickets from the crowd, a polite titter from Melissa. Chaka's smile fades, her posture straightening like a warrior donning armor. Joy, that story's twisted. It was about boundaries, not violence. Women in this game get groped, dismissed. I was protecting my space. You get it, right? Or is it funny cause it's me? Joy, sensing the pivot, laughs it off. Protecting? Looked like popping off to me. We all have story. Yes, I once told Regis to zip it on air, but Chaka isn't buying the deflection. Regis, that's boys club banter. Try it as a black woman in the 70s. Every sassy label was a shackle. The temperature rises. Sunny jumps in supportively. Chaka's right, microaggressions add up, like when I sued for equal pay. Joy, cheeks flushing under the lights, pushes back harder. Micro what? I'm Italiana. We invented feisty. You're making mountains out of molehills. It's TV. Lighten the load. That's the trigger. Chaka's voice drops an octave, resonant as her ballads. Lighten the load? That's the whitewashing we fight against. You invite us for diversity points, then gag when we speak full truth. I'm not your prop. Joy. Gasps ripple through the studio. Anna Navarro whispers to Sarah, this is getting real. Whoopi, sweat beading, attempts mediation. Sisters, we're all allies here. Chaka, elaborate on that memoir bit about industry racism. But momentum's lost. Chaka, rising slightly from her chair, locks eyes with Joy. Allies? Prove it. Say the quiet part. Sometimes jokes hide judgment. Joy, defensive now, her Brooklyn accent thickening. Judgment. I've defended Black Lives Matter on this table more times than you've charted. You're twisting my words. A classic diva move. The diva slur hits like a slap. Chaka's head. Enough, diva. That's your word for demanding respect. Fine, keep your table. I'm done performing for peanuts. In one fluid motion, she removes her mic pack, places it deliberately on the table, and strides toward the exit, hips swaying with defiant rhythm. The audience erupts. A half cheers, half stunned silence as stagehands fumble for control. Joy, mouth agape, mutters, Well, that escalated, while Whoopi calls for commercial. We'll be right back, folks. Stay tuned. Off air, chaos reigns, producers huddle with lawyers, Chaka's team demands footage, and Joy retreats to make up for a breather, fuming to an aide. She took it personal. I was riffing. But was it riffing or reduction? Dissecting the dialogue reveals layers. Joy's quip echoes tired tropes, reducing Chaka's boundary setting to caricature, ignoring the context of harassment scandals. Rocking music from R. Kelly to Diddy. Chaka's response, though sharp, stems from lived scars. Her 1980s battles with cocaine, label disputes that left her penniless, and a 2006 onstage altercation with a heckler that tabloids spun into Unhinged. This wasn't trend amidst the culmination of guests feeling sidelined on The View. From Nicki Minaj's 2015 walkout over Madonna shade to Lizzo's 2022 eye roll at body-shaming jabs. In real time, X, formerly Twitter, lights up. At Chaka Khan fan club posts the clip with Queen doesn't bow # respect Chaka, garnering 500k views in minutes. Memes proliferate at Chaka's exit synced to Goodbye by her own track a while # cancelled Joy trends. Petitions calling for her suspension hitting 100k signatures. ABC's PR machine whirs. A tweet from @The View reads, passionate convo cut short. Chaka's a legend, always welcome back, but damage control falters as TMZ leaks unaired footage of Joy whispering post-exit, touchy much, fueling the fire. Chaka, en route to Lax, FaceTimes her daughter Indira. Mama did what she had told her, can't let them rewrite my story. By afternoon, she's trending globally. Stevie Wonder Ming support, Soul Sisters stand tall. Joy, meanwhile, faces co-host pushback in the green room. Sunny confronts her. Joy, that diva line? Not cool, we're better. Joy sighs, I know, but she came at me first. It's a classic standoff. Boomer wit clashing with Gen X candor. Broader implications unfold. Advertisers like Procter & Gamble pause spots, citing brand misalignment, while Nielsen reports a 15% viewership bump from The Buzz. Feminists dissected on Substack a Jezebel runs Behar's blind spot, when humor hurts hero essay arguing Joy's style, once revolutionary, now risks alienating allies. Chaka's memoir climbs Amazon charts, excerpts on microaggressions resonating anew. Yet, empathy threads through. Joy's not villain at 83, navigating a youth-centric world. Her barb's a shield against irrelevance. A deeper look at her career. Fired from Good Morning America twice, yet rebounding with The View mirrors Chaka's grit. Perhaps the real tragedy is lost synergy. Imagine them bonding over shared battles, Joy sharing her 70s stand-up sexism stories, Chaka riffing on it with song. Instead, we got fracture, a reminder that dialogue demands dancey steps in sync, not stomps. As evening falls, late-night hosts pounce, Jimmy Fallon replays the exit with cartoon effects. Trevor Noah, R.I.P., would have quipped, Joy met her match a funk over feist. But for participants, it's raw. Chaka journals in her suite, hurt, but healed. My voice echoes louder offstage. Joy, home in Manhattan, watches replays, muttering, ouch, that landed. The next day's View opens with Whoopi addressing it head-on. Yesterday was tough, we love Chaka, and Joy's heart is gold, we'll learn. Vulnerability cracks the armor, hinting at growth. In this cauldron, lessons bubble. TV thrives on conflict, but authenticity amplifies impact. Chaka's walk-off wasn't defeat, it was declaration. Every woman, indeed. And as clips loop eternally, one truth endures. In the rhythm of respect, silence sings sweetest when earned. Now, let's zoom out to the seismic aftershocks, where a single stormed exit reverberates through Hollywood's hallowed halls, reshaping alliances and igniting a firestorm of discourse that no producer could script. Hours after Chaka's mic-drop departure, the digital deluge begins. Instagram Reels splice her stride with cell block tango flair, amassing millions. Reddit's The View subreddit explodes with 10k comments. Threads split between Team Chaka, Joy's past her prime and Joy's just joking to grow up. Celebrities, never ones to miss a cue, flood the feed. Oprah Winfrey posts a throwback photo with Chaka, captioning, legends lift, never limit # every woman, while Cardi B tweets, Joy, anti-energy gone wrong. Chaka forever slaying dragons. Even rivals rally. Kanye West, in a rare lucid moment, DMs Chaka, sis, you bodied Theta art needs warriors. By noon, #justice for Chaka supplants election chatter, with Black Twitter curating masterclasses on code switching and emotional labor. ABC's War Room buzzes execs greenlight a damage control segment for tomorrow, scripting Whippy to say, "We messed up at Chaka's family," while coaching Joy on a mea culpa that doesn't admit fault. Sponsors Twitch, Clara yanks ads, wary of diva drama tainting their bold hair campaign. But ironically, Chaka's endorsement deals spike. Fenty Beauty floats a collab on empowerment scents. Chaka, jetting to Chicago for a surprise bookstore signing, turns lemons to lyrics. On stage, she freestyles, "Walked off the View, but I see Clara Joy's heat couldn't touch my sphere." Fans swarm, buying stacks of her memoir, which vaults to #1, outselling even Taylor Swift's latest. Interviews pouring as CNN's Don Lemon, pre-cancellation vibes, probes gently, "Was it planned?" Chaka chuckles, "Nah, soul spokia can't script spirit." Her candor captivates, humanizing the icon. Ratings for her appearance reruns hit record highs, proving authenticity trumps Polish. Joy, hunkered in her Upper West Side brownstone, scrolls the vitriol, death threats mix with Defender diehards. Her agent fielding calls from therapists specializing in public persona PTSD. She phones daughter Eve, "Kid, I was kidding. Why is everyone torching me?" Eve, a millennial mediator, advises, "Mom, context is king." That landed like a micro and macro. By evening, Joy drafts an apology tweeted to Chaka, "My sister, humor misfired, respect eternal. Let's chat over coffee?" But deletes it, fearing weakness. Instead, she leaks to page 6, "It was mutual tension." Chaka's intense, "I'm intensifier" meets funk spin, but savvy. It humanizes her as feisty, not frail. Co-host dynamics shift. Sunny texts Chaka privately, "Proud of you." A solidarity, strengthening their bond from shared law school adjacent worlds. Whippy, the glue, hosts a virtual huddle, "Girls, this spotlights our blind spots. Erase age, all of it." Sarah suggests sensitivity workshops. Alyssa, the bridge builder, floats a reconciliation episode. Anna quips, "Make it a musical." Chaka sings, Joy dances apology. Laughter heals a bit. Broader media feasts. Variety runs The View's wake-up call. Guest power in polarized times, interviewing ex-hosts like Star Jones, who reveals, "I've been through Joy's wit wounds when unchecked." The Atlantic pens an op-ed, Behar vs. Khan, Boomer Feminism's Generational Reckoning, arguing Chaka embodies the evolution Joy helped birth but must now yield to. Podcasts proliferate, Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper grills, "Is Joy cancelled?" Nope, resilience reigns. Chaka's camp leverages, a Netflix doc announcement, Chaka Unfiltered, greenlit overnight, promising unvarnished truths. Music streams surge. I'm Every Woman up 400% on Spotify. Algorithms loving the drama. Philanthropy angles emerge. Chaka pledges book proceeds to anti-harassment orgs like Time's Up, turning pain to purpose. Joy counters with a donation to AARP's women's advocacy, subtle nod to ageism accusations. Fans bridge gaps. A viral Change.org petition for Chaka Joy Summit hits 200K, envisioning moderated mending. Late Night lampoons lightly. Stephen Colbert replays with puppets. Chaka as fierce feline, Joy as yapping Yorkie. Humor heals when handled right. As midnight tolls, Chaka unwinds with jazz vinyls, reflecting, storm past stronger sails. Joy, nursing chamomile, journals quips anew. Soft edges. The industry watches, wary. Will The View pivot to deeper dives, or double down on drama? History suggests hybrid controversy caches, but care keeps casts. This ripple extends to peers. Wendy Williams, post-stroke, comments via aid, Chaka's my hero a boundaries babe. Ellen DeGeneres, in seclusion, reportedly nods approval from afar. Global echoes, BBC covers American talk show tumble, framing as free speech fable. In academia, commons classes cite it, Khan Behar, dialogic failure or catalyst. Students debate, enriched. Ultimately, The aftershock quakes foundations, reminding, fame's fragile, but fortitude endures. Chaka emerges phoenix-like, bookings booming joy, battle-tested, banters on, wiser whispers within. Their paths may cross again perhaps at the Tonys, a nod cross the aisle or not, but the echo lingers, respect rhythms, or the beat drops hard. In television's tango, steps sink or stumble here, they stumbled spectacularly, but rose resilient. And in that resilience, real revolution brews not in blow-ups, but breakthroughs born from blaze.